Hi! Kwaheri here. Leo Tunapika falafels. Yeah, don't let the name fool you. Very simple. All you need is a handful of ingredients and you'll enjoy some delicious falafels.
For the ingredients, you're going to need soaked chickpeas. So I soaked this overnight. Fresh dill chopped up. Fresh dhania chopped up. Fresh parsley chopped up. Onion. I'm using yellow onion, but you can use even the red onion. This is ground coriander seeds, ground cumin seeds, some baking soda. I'll speak about that later. Flour, all-purpose flour, salt, garlic, and freshly ground black pepper. So the reason why we are using the baking soda is to help the falafels be a bit light and airy. The flour is also helping for like a binding agent. And then, oh, I forgot to also mention, we're also going to need juice of a lemon. Anyway, I want to show you the difference between parsley and dhania. As you can see even from the photo here, see the way parsley is so rich, that green, compared to dhania. And then when you look at the parsley leaves, they are a bit more pointed. This is flat leaf parsley or Italian parsley. And then here the dhania, the leaves here, it's pointed. I don't know whether you can tell the difference, but that's one of the ways to tell them apart. Another way is just take a sniff. Dhania will be more fragrant than the parsley. So let's get to cooking. So the ingredients I've showed you are quite a lot, so I'm going to halve them and put them in the food processor so that I mix them up in bits. So I'll start with the chickpeas, just half of it. The onions, again half of the garlic. I'm just doing this because my food processor, the size, half of the dhania, half of the parsley. It's already filling up. So if you want to halve this recipe, you can. I have a big family, hence the reason why I'm doing like this. Half of the dill. I love the smell and taste of dill. It adds such a lovely touch. So I'm just mixing the flour and the salt. I've put a teaspoon of salt in here in the hopes that that is more than enough to salt it. But yeah, then flour, as I've told you, acts as the binder. Then the coriander, cumin, baking soda. So this, along with the herbs, will be the flavorings for our falafel. Then the juice of the lemon. I'm just putting my hands to catch the seeds. It's forming like that because of the baking soda. Because they are acid and base. Remember your chemistry? Was that chemistry? Yes, it was. Hey, my lemon is quite stingy with the juice. So juice of 1 lemon. And then we are going to pulse this in the food processor until a certain texture is achieved. I'll show you the texture we're going for. So cover. My food processor is locked, and here we go. So just open, put a spoon there to just help everything. It smells amazing already because of all the herbs and spices. Just to help it go. Again, you keep opening to just scrape out the sides so that the texture is even. Just scraping the sides. I can still see huge chunks of the chickpeas. Let's give it a check. Not yet there, but almost. Again, you'll just need to keep scraping the sides. Just checking to see. We are almost there, so I'll give this another go for about 30 seconds. Then I'll turn it out on a bowl, in a bowl. Then I'll let you see the texture that we need, but we are more or less there. This is the texture we are going for, like that. Almost like breadcrumbs, fine breadcrumbs. So I'll put this here, then I make the rest of the ingredients, then we'll meet back here as we go over the next step. So here's our mixture. I forgot to put black pepper, so some freshly ground black pepper. If you like chili, you can also put some chili powder or chili flakes, but yeah, my daughters won't eat if it has that much chili. So just make sure everything is mixed. And now, I found a tip. When you're doing these things, try to wet your hands a bit. And then we're not putting a lot. I know you're wondering, will this thing stay compact? Yet, yes, it will. So, around about that size. And then, don't be afraid to squeeze out any excess water. So, just squeeze it out. Squeeze out somewhere different. So, just forming it into a ball, squeeze out the water, and there you go. So I'll do that for all this, then we'll get to frying. So now my oil has been heating. It's hot, not extremely hot, but hot enough. So take my trusted spider, put about 3 or 4. Remember the tips I usually give when deep frying. Don't overcrowd. Then put them there. You want them to cook on each side for about 3 minutes. And we are not going to maneuver them so much, less. So they're a bit delicate, though it's not like that they'll disintegrate. But yes, so about 3 minutes, then we turn over. And then it will develop a beautiful brown color. Then we'll remove them from the heat. So I think I'll add a bit more since my pan is relatively wide. You can see the color is already coming, but you want it a brown, not goldenish, brown color. Yeah, oil is hot but not too hot, since we want it to cook through till the inside. As you remember, the chickpeas were soaked but not cooked. So yeah, just like that, very easy. So here they are. You see the color? That's the brown we are looking for. Very beautiful. And very little flyaways per se. Yeah, if I could call it that. So drain them nicely, then set aside. Yeah, and that's how you make falafels. Easy peasy. So we'll repeat for all the formed falafel balls, then we'll assemble. So guys, assembly time. Normally falafels are served with hummus, but I didn't have time to make hummus. But I do have some sesame dressing that I bought. I'll leave a link on the description bar. So let's assemble. So I take my pita bread. I used the same recipe I used last time for the shawarmas. My hands are clean. Then I put some of the falafels inside. Then a bit of my kachumbari. Then to finish it off, I'll drizzle over the sesame dressing. Yep. Now the moment of truth to give this a taste.
Wow.
Exceptional. If you never made falafels, this is the recipe to start with. For the recipe, check the link in the description bar. Otherwise, from me, Kwaheri, thank you so much. Kwaheri.